welcome to Curious Life. Today I'm doing my first zone clean in a while, and I'm starting my summer series of getting the house back in order, and I'm starting with my office. It might seem like an odd place to start, but I'll go into why in a moment. First, let's take a look at how it looks at the start. My office is the smallest room in the house, and it also acts as a bit of a linking room between our main living areas, so it gets a lot of traffic, and not just from the humans in the house. It is also our dog Cora's access through to the outside from the living room. So it gets dusty, muddy, and all sorts in here, so it needs a good deep clean every now and then. So, as we get started by moving everything out of the room and cleaning my desk, and then possibly the second dirtiest part of the room, behind my desk, I'll introduce myself in case we haven't met yet. And don't worry, later in the video you will see what I'm considering the worst part of the room for needing a clean. But anyway, I'm Issa and I make intentional living videos with my wife Blaze. And aside from that, my other main occupation is a student studying for a psychology degree. So between editing and planning content and then studying, I spend an awful lot of time in this little office. And it's been even worse for the past couple of months because it's been finals time. So I've spent even more time in here and had a lot less time for keeping the house clean, which is not a great combination for a clean and tidy room. And that's actually partly why I'm starting in this room. It's one of the rooms that gets the heaviest use, but also the least love when it comes to housework. And now I'm on a break from uni for a couple of months for the summer. I want to get a lot of work done, and I really want to organise myself in time for the academic year to start again, because this year has been a real struggle for me to keep on top of everything, so I want to set myself up for success. And a clean office that's pleasant to be in is really going to help me to do that. I always find that if my environment is messy, so is my ability to be productive. And on top of that, I really want to work out my routines so that things just feel easier when my life gets super busy again soon. Now I know that this is a problem that seems really specific to me in my life, and it is, but I also think that being really busy and struggling to keep on top of all of the responsibilities we all have is a problem that a lot of people can relate to. Because whilst my life is made busy by looking after our home, looking after us, and then doing a degree in making and managing content on different channels and platforms, your life is just as busy, or probably even busier, with different sets of jobs and responsibilities. So for me, my office represents my mindset when it comes to managing those responsibilities. And if it's messy, then generally my productivity is messy too. But for you, that might be your hobby room or your kitchen, your living room, it might even be your car. Just the room or the area that represents that state of mind that makes being productive a little bit more difficult if it's messy. So I guess if you take something from this video, I hope it's to just stop and consider what that space might be for you and whether or not that space is helping or hindering how you like to spend your time. But anyway, let's get on with the clean, and after dealing with that desk, I'm moving on to a place that needs cleaning the most, my windowsill, and you can see why for yourself. Dirtiest areas cleaned, I actually don't have a whole lot left to do in this room. Mostly just give the floors a good clean. I'm going to use the steam cleaner for this, and then I also have a new floor protector to put down, and this just stops the wheels from my chair damaging the floor too much. You might have noticed earlier that I moved my walking pad out of the way. That will have to come back in here later, and it takes up a lot of space. And I love that I have it, but it takes up so much space on the floor, and it makes it really difficult to keep the floors vacuumed, because I have to move it right out of the room to clean it. So it's easy to get a little lazy with that. And this room really does have to do a lot for me when it comes to like storage, my work, studies, and exercise. And that's the room done. Some of my zone cleans I do over a few days, but when it's a small room like this, I tend to just get it done in a day. So now that's done, let's grab a cup of coffee and then we can have a look at the before and afters to see the difference. I love the difference a zone clean makes, not just to how clean a room is, but to the entire energy of the room. Just getting rid of some clutter and moving things around just seems to make the room feel brighter and more pleasant to be in, and that's without getting rid of all the dust and the dirt. If you've got any tips for how to keep the mold on my windowsill away, I would really love to hear them, so let me know in the comments. But other than that, I'll have to try and just not leave it so long next time before I give the room a deep clean. This is one of the rooms that gets ignored the easiest when I get busy, but it makes such a difference to my mindset when it's clean, so I do need to work out how to be busy and keep this room clean and tidy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am going to be doing deep cleans of the whole house over the next couple of months, so there will be lots more of these videos to come. And if you need a little bit more deep cleaning inspiration, then I have a lot of videos on the channel, so you might want to check out one of these. I'll see you next week. I hope you have a lovely day.